Hey everyone, it's Jasmine. Welcome to my channel. My flows are all about accessibility and meeting you where you are on the mat. So today will be a special flow because in our warm up, we will show our shoulders some love. And then throughout the practice, we will be showing our hips some love. And throughout the practice, right, there's always more. We will also be moving in a mandala sequence. So mandala is a Sanskrit that means circle or completion. So we will be moving around in a circle and not in just your general kind of, what is the word I'm looking for? Horizontal, maybe, um, where we're just facing this way towards the mat. So I'm very excited about this. So let's get started. If you have your blocks, feel free to grab them. We will use those today. So let's get started. So we're actually going to start our warm up again, focusing on our shoulders. So if you could just stand hip width apart here in the center of your mat, knees could be nice and soft here. And what we're going to do is just relax our arms next to our side here and just settle into our bodies as we breathe. And I'm already thanking my body for moving. If y'all don't know, I'm a Texas girl and it is hot today. So I am thanking myself for already getting on this mat and moving and connecting with my breath here. And if your eyes have been closed, feel free to open them and let's get started. Just wanted to set an intention for today. So again, hips are width apart and we're going to now do some shoulder rolls here. So bringing our shoulders up towards our ears here and rotating them in a backwards motion. And this should feel really, really yummy for folks. If you don't know, some of us tend to hold sometimes stress within our shoulders. So if that sounds like you, hopefully you'll feel a little bit relaxed after this. And repeat going in the opposite direction here. And again, I always say this one felt like I'm bucking at somebody, right? All right, one more, and then relax your arms next to your side here. Inhale, sweeping your hands up, and imagine that you're holding a beach ball here. And what you like to do with this beach ball is to give yourself space. So again, not shoulders crunched up to your ears here, but imagine it's a huge beach ball. You're on the beach in La Playa, listening to Bad Bunny, and you're relaxing here. Now pushing your hips forward here and then bringing your arms back for a nice stretch back bend here. Return to a neutral spine, arms still up. And now we're gonna bring our arms to a T shape here. And so your palms, both of your palms will be straight forward here. And what we're going to do is with our right hand, we're gonna bring our right thumb towards the back. And then we're gonna bring our left thumb towards the front. So it's like you're wringing out a towel. Your shoulders may want to rise a little bit. Drop them here. And you're giving your shoulders here a nice stretch. Imagine you're wringing out a towel here and go to what's comfortable for you. So if you have any shoulder discomfort, injuries, make sure you are listening to your bodies. Returning to this neutral position and then repeating on the opposite side. So twisting now your left thumb towards the back, right thumb towards the front, dropping your shoulders here for this nice stretch. Return to center, and we're gonna do it one more time, but I'm actually going to turn over here to the top of my mat just so you can see from this side here. So now again with your right thumb is gonna go towards your back here and your front thumb is gonna go towards your front. So you're wringing out this towel of your shoulders, you're connecting with your breath, And with your left hand that's facing towards the front of your palm, which is facing towards the back of your mat, you're gonna bend at your elbow and you're going to place it towards the top of your back here. And so your hand could be reaching your back, it could be hovering, whatever feels best for you. And we're gonna bring our opposite arm over as we stretch here. You might feel a little shake because I am shaking. And feel free to rest that back arm on your lower back if you like. If not, for a little challenge, a hover is fine. Returning back to a neutral T position here and repeat on the opposite side. So now your left thumb is going towards the back and your right thumb is going towards the front of your mat. Wringing out this towel of a shoulder here. And bending now your right arm, hovering it on your low back or placing on your low back, whatever feels best for you. And then reaching over with your opposite arm. Your hips could be bumping towards the left side of your body here. And then return to a neutral T shape. So coming back here, now we can relax our shoulders. I know they have been up for a while here. And just give me a couple of shoulder rolls to the back. Pausing and then the opposite direction. Whew, that felt good. I typically don't show my shoulders love, so this is a yummy, yummy warm up. So let's get started with our yoga sequence today. So again, we will be moving all around in a circle. So your front, your back, the left side of your mat, all of it will feel, touch, see your body, which is a really great way just to move your body on the mat. So let's get started at the top of our mat here. And I'm relaxing my shoulders after they've been working just a little bit hard today, which is feeling yummy already. Inhale, sweeping our hands up here. Imagine that beach ball in La Playa. Pushing those hips forward here. And then rain down to a forward fold. And now, again, as always, your forward fold. I'm going to move back just a little. Your forward fold, you could use blocks here. Or you can also place your hands on your shins, the top of your feet, whatever feels good for you. You can also have a nice bend in your forward fold. So if you see here, my stomach is relaxing on my upper thighs here, and I have a nice bend, and it's helping me get towards my touching my mat here. And as I breathe deeply, you can also begin to straighten out your legs here for a more traditional forward fold. Now in our forward fold today, along regular forward fold, wide forward fold, we will be dipping our hips. So please hold me to it. So here we're in our forward fold, and we're just going to dip our hips here. So bending at our knees, and whatever feels best for you. It's kind of like you're squatting here. And then exhale. Let's try that one more time. Lowering down, bending your hips. And then straighten back out. Awesome. Halfway lift here. And then placing your hands on the ground, stepping back to your downward dog here. And in your downward dog, you're pressing away from the earth here. And if your feet are not, or the palms of your feet, if they're not on the ground, that is okay. In your downward dog, I would love for you to focus on your upper body here. And you're pressing away from the earth very strong. And your downward dog. Inhale, sweeping your right leg up for a 3-leg dog. And then bending at your knee, opening up your hips here. Still pressing strong in your 3-legged dog here. Straighten your leg. And then bring your front leg in between your hands here as we walk up. And meet me in a position to where we're getting ready for a triangle. So heel toe alignment here. Front leg is straight. And in your triangle pose here, We're bringing our right hand down, and your hands has a couple of options. Of course, we always have our blocks here, but you can place that lower hand on your thigh, working towards the bottom of your legs here, and then also your block. And in your triangle pose, imagine your core here being strong, not slumped over, but a very strong position here in your triangle pose. Rising back up into your triangle pose. And now we're gonna take our right leg here and turn it towards the front of our mat. And we're in this wide-legged forward fold position. So what we're going to do is we're going to bend towards the back of our mat, our back knee here for a low lunge, or lunge to the back of our mat, side lunge. And then repeat on the opposite side, bending your opposite knee here. Nice couple of pulses, or you can pause, whatever feels good for you. Return to this wide-legged forward fold position here. And now we're turning to the opposite side of our mat here. So kind of like you're in a runner's lunge, but you're going straight to your downward, your plank, lower down, cobra, pushing up to your downward dog. Whew, that feels yummy. All right, now we're gonna repeat everything on the opposite side. So inhale, lifting your left leg here, bending at that knee, opening up your hips here, straighten out that front leg, and then step into your triangle pose here. Bring your hips back, and then go it into your triangle pose, looking towards the top of your mat or the top of your ceiling, or towards the low your mat. I am really hot, y'all. Returning to your triangle pose here, turning in your left leg, and now we're going to lunge towards the back of our mat. And now lunge to the front. You're like, what's the front, what's the back? And in our wide-legged forward fold, we're gonna rotate right on back, step back to our plank, lower down to cobra, push up to your downward dog. And now we're back on the other side, and we're gonna add on to this flow. Inhale, sweeping your right leg up, bend at your knee here, stepping into your triangle pose. Reverse your triangle. Sweeping now your right arm above you. Return to your hand straighten out in this T-pose here. And now we're gonna bring our right leg onto the front, lunge towards the back of our mat. Lunge to the front. And now a wide-legged fold. And in this wide-legged fold, you can always bring your mat, your blocks. And just like we did earlier with our forward fold, we're gonna bend at our knees and dip our hips. Returning back to your wide-legged forward fold. Dip your hips one more time. Lower your hips. And then bring it back here. Moving up towards back to a standing wide-legged forward fold here. Now we're gonna bring our legs out. Imagine that you're doing like a sumo squat here. And now we're gonna bend at our knees. Place our hands in our chest here. And now we're in a goddess pose. Feel free to pulsate, to find some stillness. And if you like a challenge, feel free to lift your back heel to your right leg. Lower it down. Repeat on the opposite side here. Continue to breathe. And now lift both of your back heels and see if you can sink just a little bit lower. Whew. Placing your heels on the ground here. And now straighten your legs. And let's move on to the opposite side. So cartwheeling over, stepping into your plank. Lower down to cobra. Push back up. Downward dog. Inhale, sweeping your left leg. Bending at your knee there. Opening up those hips. Step into your triangle pose. Reverse your triangle. Wide-legged forward fold, turning in your front leg, bending towards the back of your mat. Now go to the front of your mat. Wide-legged forward fold. With your box or without. Dip your hips. Come back up to your wide forward fold. Dip your hips one more time. Wide-legged forward fold. Whew. Feels good. Now bring yourself back up to now a standing wide-legged forward fold here. We're gonna bring our feet out to a 45-degree angle, similar to a sumo squat, and begin to drop into this pose here, this squat, this goddess pose. Feel free to play around. If you like to lift your heels off the ground on each side, on both sides. Inhale, stand up. And let's head on over. So here we're gonna be in our plank pose. And now we're gonna drop our knees here, widen them a little bit, and sit on back for child's pose. Inhale, looking towards yourself, the top of your mat. Pushing yourself up and swing your legs around to the left or right side of your mat here. Your palms are on the ground, and we're gonna lay back. Whew. And catch my breath for a little bit. Now, placing the palms of your feet together. We're gonna sit here and connect with our breath before we tap into a quick happy baby here. So now we're just giving our hips some space. And now I'm gonna place the right palm of my foot on the ground here. And then I'm gonna grab with my left arm, I'm gonna grab this inside of my left foot here for a half baby pose. And if this is uncomfortable or not in your practice, you can also just grab onto the back of your thigh here and feel that stretch in your body. All right, repeating on the opposite side, lowering now my left foot on the ground Bending and opening up my right leg, grabbing the inner soles. For this half baby pose here, happy baby. And again, grabbing onto the back side of your thigh. If grabbing the soles of your feet is not in your practice. Replacing your feet back on the ground. And feel free to move in between the two. Or if you like, now you can grab the outside of your feet here, of both, in this happy baby pose. Then you can rock side to side, find some stillness, whatever works for you here. I like to stretch, bend one knee, stretch the other. Releasing and lowering your feet towards the ground here and straightening out your legs for your Shavasana. And before I go quiet, I like for you to return back to your intention that you said earlier in today's practice. And just check on it, look at it. And I will go quiet as we enter Shavasana. And if you're coming out of Shavasana, begin to open your eyes, wiggle your fingers and toes. And if you have more time to sit in Shavasana, I will always encourage you to. And return to your surroundings. Turning over to the right or the left side of your mat here in this fetal position. As we don't always have to just get up and rush to the next thing. Just take another breath. Pushing up. Thank you so much for coming to practice with me. I hope you return when you want to show your shoulders some loves, your hips some loves. Until next time, bye.